Hello everybody, it's Doom here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my full 2023 animatronic collection. Now, before I start the video, I just want to say a huge thanks to everyone who is watching this, and it would mean a lot to me if you would just subscribe if you haven't already, or just like the video so more people get to see what I've been working on for a long time. This video did take quite a long time to record. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump right into it, starting off with our first animatronic. Alright everyone, here we are, starting off with our first prop, the 6.5 foot LED Devil. Overall, a really awesome, cool prop, a unique prop. I'm glad I own him. He is made by PAC, so Pan Asian Creations, and he is definitely, in my opinion, one of their best pieces. I just love the face sculpt. It really looks like he just came right out of the underworld, and I love that. Glad he doesn't speak or anything, and just growls. I think his audio is just awesome. But yeah, that was the 6.5 foot LED Devil. Let's move on to the next prop. Next we have the brown jumping spider, a Spirit Halloween classic. And he does not actually currently have batteries in him. Anyway, classic prop. I have two of them, so that would count as two. And yeah, super cool. On to our next prop, we have Brimstone Reaper. Alright, there he was, the Brimstone Reaper from Home Depot, Canada, 2023. This guy is definitely an insane unit. I mean, he's definitely taller than 7 feet tall. You can tell because Emmeline, who is 7 feet tall, is right here behind the clown. And I'd say he's about 7.5 feet, so like an entire foot taller than him, which is pretty crazy. Approaching the boogeyman's height, which is just absolutely insane. So you might have noticed that he doesn't have a hood. That's because unfortunately the Velcro on the hood fell off. And you might also notice that, well, his scythe is duct taped and he doesn't move side to side, and his servo is a little bit broken. He did have a little bit of a tumble this year, unfortunately, in the yard outside. So that's why he's not fully working. I'm hoping to get him fixed, or at least something like that. But yeah, either way, he is still super cool. Next up, we have Bog Zombie, so let's show you the demo. Anyway guys, there he was, Bog Zombie from Spirit Halloween 2022, made by SVI, Seasonal Visions International, and he is absolutely amazing. He's got to be one of my favorites for many reasons. First of all, his looks, head to toe, all the detail, he looks absolutely amazing. He definitely feels like an actual presence when he's out there in the yard. And another thing I'd like to say is he can really stand up to those he can really stand the elements. We've had him out in the wind, he's blown over, but he always stays and he works. And yeah, Seasonal Visions definitely did a great job on him. Next up, we have Gordo. Alright, that was Gordo from Spirit Halloween 2023. He is quite a great prop. He is a great price for what he is. The best prop that Sound and Light has ever made. And the detail on his sculpt is amazing. It makes people think that he might even be a real pumpkin. And he is a fan favorite because no one expects him to actually jump up. They all think that this is just a decoration and not an animatronic. So for that, it's pretty awesome. I never expected it to be as much of a fan favorite as he is, but he definitely is a fan favorite. And yeah, I love how he lights up even when he's not activated. I think that's one of the reasons that he scares so many people. Next up, behind the clown, we have Emmeline. I knew once I saw her that I would have had to get her this year. And thank God I did, because she is incredible. Standing 7 feet high and jumping out 3.5 feet is just crazy. And I'm not going to show her inside of the garage for multiple reasons. One is that you really need to weight her down. The sandbags aren't enough. We used 6 cinder blocks and a couple dumbbells as well, just to make sure that she wouldn't budge when she was in her haunt, because, well, then she might trample anybody. I know that would be scary, but I don't think we could afford that. But yeah, I'll clip to a demo right now. Next up, of course, we have the clown. That was the 6-foot LED clown from Pan Asian Creations sold at Home Depot. And this guy, he is actually my first animatronic that I have ever owned. Yes, my first animatronic, well, besides these little ones, that I have ever gotten. He is, well, there's some things about him that could be a bit better, but for the $80 that we got this guy, he is great. I love his red LED eyes, and I love the amount of movement and this 6-foot prop that you get for just $80. And I also feel like the gums are pretty creepy. And he is definitely another fan favorite. Everyone is afraid of this guy. And yeah, his mouth is supposed to move. But yeah, what do you expect? We've had him for, I think, 6 years now. So yeah. Alright, next up we have the 7.5-foot Phantom that we got from Costco a few years back. I believe he is made by SVI.
For years I have roamed the earth, caught in between life and death, a mere shadow, until this night. The spirits of this season are rising up and taking form, better to snatch the souls from our fleeing victims. Misery does love company.
There he was, the 7.5-foot, well, almost 8-foot, I would argue. I mean, the boogeyman's over there, and he looks to be just as tall. And yeah, he is a great prop. Great price on Costco. I think he was $160, which is absolutely amazing for the absolute Hulk this guy is. He is absolutely huge. And he's got pretty great animation. Reminds me a lot of Wailing Phantom from Morris Costumes, made by the same company, so obviously they took a bit of inspiration from themselves with this one. But I think this guy is equally as awesome, if not even better, because of his size. Next up, we have Rosemary Zombie Girl. This is the 2022 version. So let's go to the demo. Anyway, there she was, Rosemary Zombie Girl 2022 version, and she is also a great prop. I am so glad I own her. I think the red eyes look really awesome compared to the white eyes that the old version had. I still really love the old version, but I'm still really glad I own this one because it's a bit of an update, better quality, and I can see her lasting for years to come, and her animation is awesome, her audio is super creepy, and she's overall just a great little prop. Next up, we have Twisting Banshee, made by Seasonal Visions International. So let's see her demo. Anyway, there she was. That was the Screaming Banshee, well, Twisting Banshee, and she is a great prop. Truly a classic one, too. She always scares everyone. She is a very popular one. And yeah, she's just a great animatronic overall. Very simple, but very effective. Next up, we have Nightcrawler, made by Crazy Create, and I got him from Spirit Halloween last year. So let's get to the demo. Anyway, there he was. That was Nightcrawler. And he is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad it has that motion of like rocking back and forth. It makes him really feel like a wild animal and that he's gonna jump right at you, and I think that makes it pretty scary. His mouth is amazing. The face is what really stands out about this guy, and of course his unique and nightmare-ish stance. So he is definitely a great animatronic, and he has scared so many people and will continue to scare more people next year. Next up, we have Darling Dolly from Spirit Halloween 2023, manufactured by Techie Toys. So let's see her demo. that was Darling Dolly from Spirit Halloween 2023, and she is one of the best animatronics they have sold this year. Her jump scare is just amazing, gets everyone who looks at it. And yeah, her audio is just terrifying, and so is her stance and the tree branch arms. Everything about this animatronic is so weird and strange, and I just love the way how it just creeps you out. This one creeps me out even like right now. It feels like she's staring me down. So that makes her a perfect animatronic in my opinion. Up next is my first ever homemade DIY pneumatic prop, and I love the way she turned out. So let's show you the demo and see what she does. Next up, we have Mansp's friend, and unfortunately, he did break this year. He's not going back in. I'm trying to call Dr. Zombie to see if they'll send us a replacement part, because nothing really happened to it, just started to stop working. Like one day I plugged it in, and he just didn't retract, so it's just really too bad. Next up, we have the alien back here, made by Pan Asian Creations, and we purchased him a few years ago with the devil, and he is from Home Depot. Now, the alien is the definition of simple but effective. Yes, he's a little more of a kid-friendly-ish prop, but I think the LEDs in him are really cool. They're really bright, and like, you don't need a light on him because the LED eyes just in the dark are super cool. And yeah, I love his audio as well. It's perfect for the prop. I'm glad he doesn't speak. And yeah, he's a pretty good prop. Next up, we have Grimm from Spirit Halloween 2021. This is the 2022 version, and he's made by Seasonal Visions International. So let's see his demo.
Your host is not here right now. They're busy burying something in the backyard. But we'll have loads of fun while they're gone. The night is young and I'm ready to party. Are you?
Next up, we have the Boogeyman from Home Depot 2023, and he is an incredible 8 feet tall. So let's see what he does.
I am inside your head. There is no escape. There is no respite. I am your living nightmare. Your bringer of pain and death. I will pull your memories apart, piece by piece, until there is only fear and pain.
Anyway, overall, he is an incredible and overall just fantastic prop. Standing at 8 feet tall, he just looks like an absolute monster, especially in here in the garage. He looks even taller than he does outside. You can see his hair got pretty messy from all the wind and rain, but he is still doing really well. He even fell down once, which is hard to believe considering his base is huge, but I guess he would catch a lot of wind, but that's our fault for not weighing him down. But yeah, I love the face on him. Kind of reminds me of that guy from like Slipknot. I forget his name. And the glowing hands are a great addition. And he just looks like he's coming straight out from a nightmare, which is exactly what this guy was targeted at. And I feel like he's pretty much perfect. Next up, we have Mr. Dark from Spirit Halloween, made by Techie Design. So let's see what he does. This guy is absolutely incredible. So there he was, that was Mr. Dark, and he is a fantastic prop. Simple, but extremely effective, jumping up to like about 9 feet tall. That's a foot taller than the boogeyman back there, which is absolutely huge. We put him in a better spot in the haunt this year, and I think he scared even more people, which is just great. And yeah, he doesn't, like, he's really well built, and I don't see him really breaking anytime soon. He is better indoors than outdoors because he would catch a lot of wind. But yeah, he is a great prop. I recommend him. They sold Hellspawn this year, which is just a reskin of him. So I would also recommend him as well. A great prop that will leave all your guests terrified. Next up, we have the Jemmy Freddy Krueger animatronic. I got this guy at Home Depot, but I'm pretty sure he is available some other places. I got him Home Depot, Canada, and yeah, so that was last year. So let's see what he does.
Come to Freddy. Welcome to my nightmare. Come on, Freddy sent you.
Anyway, he has many phrases, all of which are quotes from the movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. And yeah, he is a great prop for one reason, and that is, well, that he's Freddy Krueger. Everyone recognizes him. We had him in the window. He wasn't actually on. We had him in the window this year, and everyone was recognizing him. Everyone was pointing him out. So I believe that is enough to make him a pretty good prop. So he definitely identifies as Freddy Krueger, and that's basically the aim of the prop. Yeah, and it's pretty detailed, pretty accurate to the actual character. And yeah, well, let's move on to the next prop. And final prop, Strawman. Yes, he is the final prop of the video after we've done all of this, and now it's just him. So this guy is from Spirit Halloween. We got him this year, but he came out last year, 2022. And yeah, let's see what he does.
You aren't afraid of little me, are you? Why, I love this time of year, with the dead leaves all around us, and the darkness wraps around us like a mildewy blanket. Perhaps we could get acquainted while I sharpen my tools.
Another fantastic prop. Much like Grim, this guy uses servos. I love the detail on his face. And it is just so great. This guy is outstanding. We had him next to the 12-foot Inferno pumpkin skeleton, and he really stood out. And yeah, his movement is just awesome. The detail on him is just absolutely incredible. And yeah, so he's from Spirit Halloween 2022, as I said earlier, made by SVI, and he is a great prop. And if he does return next year, I would 100% recommend him, top to bottom. He is an amazing prop. Alright guys, now is the time you've all been waiting for. The time where we try them all at once. Now hopefully my circuit doesn't blow up, and hopefully all the animatronics don't blow up. Because it's going to be a lot of power to run to all of these guys. But, I know, I'm not going to make you wait any longer. Let's see him in action.
Why I love this time of year, with the dead leaves all around us.
Anyway, everyone, that was my full 2023 Halloween animatronic collection. I hope you all enjoyed. And once again, this video did take a long time to make. It's much longer than most of my usual videos, so it would mean a lot to me if you did subscribe and leave a like down below if you haven't already. Anyway, that is going to be it, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Doom out.